Hello everyone, this is Mehhtab, and in this video I'll be showing you how to create this window handle practice model in SolidWorks. Let's reveal the drawing. First things first, we're gonna check the units in mmgs, and the material is plain carbon steel. We have to find the mass of this part in XX grams. There is a nice tolerance of plus minus 2 grams. I think this is because of this weird transition right here. There is a pro tip of doing our best with this transition, and it says the tolerance will save us. That's nice. Now, uh, for our plant, it's pretty simple. We can create this two square geometry using this wheel and extrude it up to 4 millimeters. Then we can add these counter sink holes using hole wizard tool. Later, we can sketch on the right plane this circle and extrude it in mid plane 51 millimeters. Then we can create this path and this path that we will use as a guide curve when we are using the lofted boss base. After all of this is done, we can create half of this circle and then extrude it up to this surface to terminate it like this, and then we can do it the same thing for this direction as well. Okay, let's begin. We have used 1 minute 30 seconds for creating a plan. This is a tier 5 model, so it's kind of complex. Let's just begin. mmgs plain carbon steel. Wait, let me just open this in a new window. There we go. Alright, let's begin. Select the front plane, sketch. Throughout this video I'll be using shortcuts which you can see in the overlay. Sorry, this one should be 98. This one should be 30. And another rectangle which is 17 millimeters. Shift Alt hold it and then select these two regions, and then there will be a context menu that pulls up the extruded boss base. We can extrude it 4 millimeters. Then we can sketch that circle in the right plane. It goes up to 23. Then draw that circle of radius 4, which means dash should be 8. We'll only extrude half of it just so we have a nice path, nice profile for the loft. Right click mid plane and then type in 51. Now we have this profile. Now we need one half circle right here, that, and then we need the path for the guide curve. Let's create the half circle in this face. Okay, let's create a central line for maintaining symmetry in the circle. The circle has a diameter given as 7.23 times 2. And let's just convert this entity, delete this thing. Okay, we have a basic path. We don't need to fully define, we will fully define it later. Now we will create that path. Let's select this face and go to sketch, convert entities. Let's drop it down and select intersection of curve. What this does is it creates a nice line which intersects that curve in our plane. Now we can draw a tangent arc, and then connect it right here. Make this tangent as well. The angle with the central axis is 36 degrees. The radius of this fillet is 9. Okay, now it's fully defined, and this is the point where this circle should terminate. Let's hold the sketch and drop it above the sketch. Otherwise, we cannot create a relation between these two. Okay, this is not doable because we have used a line from that sketch. Now we will just delete this sketch. No, we can just delete this sketch and draw it once again. Yeah, no, I think we can just draw another sketch. Yeah, let's just draw another sketch because it has been derived and it is now a parent of the sketch. Make this point and this circle coincident. The diameter should be 7.23 times 2. Now it's fully defined. Let's go and convert this entity and delete everything that's not necessary for us. Now we have a closed contour. See, we don't need to see this sketch, but we can't delete it either because it's apparent. Now we have two profiles for loft and a guide curve. One guide curve is not enough, so let's get another guide curve real quick. Okay, it touches here and also coincides with this tangent. Radius is 4 millimeters and that's fully defined. Now we have two paths that we can use as a guide curve. Let's go features, lofted boss base, select the profiles, this one and this face right here. See, it is not going as we want it to go. So we will just select right click selection manager in the guide curve and then select group, this one and this one, right click. See, it's a nice transition. Now we don't have the correct transition for this portion, so we will go again selection manager and select these two groups again, and now this is perfectly just as we wanted. Hit OK. There we go. Now we just need to mirror it. Okay, we don't need this body anymore. We will just delete this body and also use the right plane to cut with surface for this body and then mirror this across. Okay, now we will need to terminate this half circle to sketch on the right plane. Convert this entity and connect it and create the half circle that we will extrude in one direction. Let's say in this direction, and for direction 2 it should be up to this surface. Let's go. It's done. Only thing we need to do is add the nice counter boreholes. Okay, not here but in this face. Center rectangle. The dimensions are 18 by 85. We have 4 points. Add the hole wizard. So this one is a countersink hole of custom size 5 by 10 and 90. Position it in these 4 corners. Right click and done. Let's add a nice color. Oh yeah, this is nicely done. This is a nice smooth transition for the lofted boss base with guide curves. Let's check the mass properties. 67.43 grams. Oh yeah, it's correct. It took us 9 minutes and 25 seconds. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. See you next time.